Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. I am the CHALL, and today Chall Chats Doncaster Rovers 1, Wrexham 0, 1 defeat in 12. Surely we couldn't get near the playoffs.
Surely.
Of course, surely not. Surely. Wink face. Obviously, Tom's here with us again. He's going to be here for the review. He's got his own fan cam coming up outside the ground as well. So we're going to be doing this inside the concourse, and then we're going to be doing the fan cam outside. Before we get started, make sure you do like, comment, subscribe, click the notification bell so you never miss another YouTube video. For now, guys, let's get straight into this. Doncaster Rovers 1, Wrexham 0. Obviously, I know you covered it in your fan cam, Tom, about the whole game, etc. But let's just kind of overall before we get into individual halves and how we brought them down, etc. I mean, overall, it just seemed like Wrexham got less and less.
It really did. Like, I expected them to come out, guns blazing in the second half after, just being stymied. I mean, the Doncaster defense really did a good job pressing them, keeping Wrexham from, really hitting, any sort of press and any sort of fluidity on offense. Like, at one point, as I pointed out to you, 10 shots, none on target, because they were just not getting quality looks at all. And really, in the second half, like, I felt Wrexham up the pressure, but they didn't up the quality on their offensive attacks. And they just really, they had a couple chances in the end with, a couple crosses into the box, but, really credit to Doncaster and the Rovers for holding firm on defense, really not letting Wrexham play their game at all, really. It felt like that the Donnies made Wrexham play the Donnies game.
100%. We knew that Wrexham were going to press aggressively. We knew they were going to try and get to us as soon as possible. But we just pressed them man for man. We kept them under wraps. We kept Paul Mullin quiet. I thought Richard Wood, up until he went off, did very, very well, keeping him quiet. Obviously, went off with that horrific injury, and we all wish the best for Richard Wood. He's our captain, our skipper. Jay McGrath came on, did well when he came on for the last minute or so. And overall, we kept them at bay, which is what we had to do for the last few minutes of added time, definitely. So going into the first half specifically then, obviously the first half, they were a lot more aggressive than the second half. I mean, overall, I think we said at the start of the game, didn't we? We saw with the midfield, with the lineup.
Yep.
For those of you who don't know, Lotitala, Sterry, Maxwell in fullback positions, Wood and Olawu, Craig, Bailey and Biggins, we'll speak more about them in a sec. And then Hakeem, Adelakin and Luke Molyneux either side of Biamu with obviously Biggins in that midfield already. So it looked like a 4-3-3 with Bailey and Biggins playing ahead of Matthew Craig, who was the anchor, the kind of 6 role of the 4-3-3. So it was very much a kind of 4-3-3 with a defensive midfielder and 2 forward-thinking midfielders, or 1 forward-thinking defensive midfielder and a forward-thinking midfielder. So obviously a variation of the midfield changed the way you've been playing, especially it was a gamble, especially with the way you've been playing at the moment and with the form and how good it's been. It's always risky changing something up when it's not broken. But it worked. The variation of the midfield worked today. And it kept Wrexham at bay for that first half.
And I think, you're facing a team like Wrexham that obviously they do their homework on the Donnies, and they go in expecting one thing. And I think it was a brave move by McCann to switch up their, really their face of their midfield altogether. But I think you had to come out into this game and show Wrexham something different, something that maybe they didn't, really fully expect. And it kind of looked like that as, Wrexham just did not do jack squat on offense in the first half. They looked really feeble, and it was almost like they weren't expecting this look.
100%. I feel like Wrexham were aggressively pressing, but they just didn't get the chances in that they needed to. Like you said, they were none on target in those 10 shots. So, Wrexham were really struggling in the final third, and that was the main thing they needed to do today, especially with how aggressive their press was. And there were times where we had to be on the back foot and we had to defend for our lives, and we did that. Second half came on. Ryan Barnett came on for Wrexham. We made no changes, and it seemed like Wrexham came out actually worse than the first half. The aggressive pressing kind of became less and less as the game went on until the added time came in, and we just kind of overloaded them.
You really did, and it was, even in the second half starting out, Donnie still had their chances in Wrexham territory. Like, they didn't fully go park the bus until really like the final 10 minutes or so.
I'd agree with that.
Which sometimes, sometimes the best defense is a good offense. You don't want Wrexham to, get too comfortable, throwing players up the field. You want to have them, back there just in case, the Donnies hit a counterattack. And it was a really good strategy in the second half. Donnies did not let up at all, and they didn't really change their game plan because they didn't need to.
100%. Now, the goal itself. It had been coming with the slight edge that we almost missed earlier on.
Yep.
But Owen Bailey, right place, right time, got the goal.
Oh, really? Just, I've been seeing it in the first half. Rovers really doing a great job pumping balls into the box, getting nice floated crosses that looked good and looked like they had potential. They just could not find a person in a Rover shirt. It was always off a Wrexham player until Owen Bailey. And I had told you, not too long before that, I felt a breakthrough was coming. I felt that, they were going to have to score at some point because they were just looking too promising on attack. They were just missing, just a little short, and then Owen Bailey with the breakthrough, the hero.
100%, Mr. Consistent. He was given man of the match by the club.
Fair.
Right decision?
That's fair. I would give an honorable mention to Oluwu. I thought he looked really, really strong and sound on defense, had some really nice breakups. Really, and he had a tough task tonight, along with the captain. Because they were playing back against the likes of Paul Mullen and Ollie Palmer and Elliot Lee, that vaunted three-headed Hydra at points today, and they stood tall. Really credit to both of them as well. But just from my vantage point, Oluwu looked fantastic.
Yeah, and finally, just a special mention for Richard Wood. Obviously, a poor injury at the end of that game, and obviously we do wish the best for him, don't we?
Yeah, absolutely. Hope he's well.
100%. Well, thank you guys for watching this review. 1-0, one defeat in 12 now. We go to Morecambe on Saturday. It's a trip by the coast and hopefully another 3 points. Thank you very much for watching this video. I am the CHALL. Please like, comment, subscribe for now. Ta-ra for now, and that is full time. Rovers till we die.
Rovers till we die.
Come on.